holds these guys to a championship standard. I love his coaching style.
Third and long. Pressure on Allen, and Allen is sacked. Jalix Hunt came through and got him. Third and long. Will Shipley in the game. He gets the carry, and he's not going to get there. 4 yards short of a first down, and the Eagles will send on the punt team.
That you just normally take for granted. You can't do that today.
On the play fake. Allen has some time. Lets it fly. Going deep. Has a man. It is caught. Brandon Cooks on a bomb.
Great execution. Cooks missed one in the Patriot game, dropped one, missed one last week against Cleveland, but he came up with one there.
Allen jukes away from Carter, and now more pressure, and it gets drilled. That ball is out. I don't see a whistle. That ball is loose. They're going to play it out, and Philadelphia is going to recover, at least for now. I thought that he threw it, but they didn't blow the whistle. They didn't blow the play dead. It's Jahad Campbell. Oh, they just announced they keep this a fumble, and it's Philadelphia's ball. Dean Blandino, it was so close. What do you see?
It was really close, and I think that's why they let it stand. To me, it looks like a pass, because once that hand comes forward, until he brings it back toward his body, you know, the old tuck rule, Tom.
Capitalize on that mistake.
Hurts on the play pass. Looking around, he's going to take a shot deep as a man open. It is caught down there by A.J. Brown inside the 15. He's come on as well. Now it's Hurts. Quick throw again, gets it to A.J. Brown. It gets a block, and then gang tackled there, but not before he gets... it's going to be a little short, actually. On the play fake, Hurts lofting end zone. Caught! Touchdown Eagles. It's Goddard.
His 10th or 11th. It feels like his 75th this year. The little bluff block and then to the corner, wide open. High percentage of runs allows these third and shorts just like you have right here.
Allen looking for a seam. He's the best running quarterback in the game, and it shows you there. Doing that on third down as Hunt finally got him down. Allen with time over the middle, tipped incomplete. What a dart that was, and that should be a first down as Joshua Palmer makes that catch, and it is a first. He's been here for a while. He is active tonight. He's been inactive the last two games, and Keon Coleman inactive again as Allen breaks through, fires, tipped, and incomplete. That had all kinds of elements to it as he got away from the sack. Palmer had his hands on it. Could have been picked too, and it's incomplete. Third down, it's Hurts. First option not open, but the second one is, and a dart across the middle to Devontae Smith to move the chains. A 3rd and 10 here, though. Bills rush 4. Hurts steps away from trouble. Not out of the woods yet, throws on the run, and it is blocked. A.J. Brown in traffic and a first down.
Oh, my God.
Here comes the blitz. Hurts sees it. Throws. Way to go now for Goddard, who is not going to get there. This will be from 47 yards out. He hit from 53 in pregame warmups, and the rain has stopped. Elliott up, and that is perfect. A confidence builder indeed for Jake Elliott and maybe his coach and Nick Sirianni.
Pass protection a little spotty. Haven't got the run game going. This defense is playing awesome today.
3rd and 19. Allen, long way to go underneath. And a big hit again. Cooper, did you know that was Reed Blankenship that time? Wow. Barkley again. Cuts up the middle. It's Barkley with a big run into Bills territory. Down to the 46 he goes as we hit the 2-minute warning. And a 16-yard rip for Barkley. And the Eagles are heating up. Bills come with a blitz. Hurts sees it, hit as he throws, and completes it to Brown.
Oh my God.
That was a lollipop that was perfect.
They come on the road against Buffalo. It's as great of a start as they could have wanted coming into this game.
Hurts, quick throw near side. That's completion. Devontae Smith, first down and more. Diving inside the 15. Hurts, get it outside of Goddard, looking for blocks. And he is taken down by Bosa. Nice tackle, well played by Buffalo there. Elliott puts it up and through, and so it's 13-0 Eagles. Here's Cook, cuts back. James Cook tries to stretch to the edge, and that's a pretty good drive start over him. Going to pick up about 10.
Plus 545, some ridiculous numbers. Second is the Eagles at just 200. It just shows you the adjustments this team offensively, defensively is able to make.
Here's Davis. Ray Davis gets in the game, makes a catch. He's got 11 and a first down. Just 1 of 5 on third down so far tonight. Blitz is coming. Allen zips one near side. It's complete for a first down. There's the tight end, Dawson Knox, and a biggie on 3rd and long. It's a 3rd and 15 as Allen is back. Over the middle, it's low and incomplete. Hurts, pressure, rolling, throwing, and it's incomplete. A.J. Brown, the nearest receiver. Blitz is coming. Allen has it blocked up. Now gets hit as he throws. Taking a shot deep. It is!
Oh, my God.
Caught! Tyrell Shavers held on!
Sore foot, it looks like to me. We'll see if they do it.
It's Cook. Gets it. Little undercut and no gain. Wow, that's Epps from the safety spot. A terrific play, and it's 4th and goal. 4th and goal. It's Allen. Needs it. In trouble. Allen. Can he do it? Tries to take it. He is short.
Oh.
He is short. Down at the 1, and the Eagles take over. Zach Bond made the saving stop. Hurts in trouble. Gets out of the safety there and slides down. Wow, what a job to avoid the safety.
Wow.
That make us look good every week. Out in the rain today, and the Bills got to find some offense against this stingy Eagles defense. They got great field position after the defense held, and now it's Allen. Gets it outside. Johnson makes the catch, breaks the tackle, and that's a first down to Ty Johnson.
Shows you the kind of football player and commitment he's made to being a great player.
3rd and long. Allen can't find it at 1. See if he takes off here. Turns way around. Now he's in big trouble. Allen is sacked. Monster loss. And it's Jalen Hunt who's got another one today. Blitz coming. Hurts in trouble. Stays alive. Looking, throwing, and it's incomplete. Just threw it away. So Jalen Hurts still without a completion in the second half, but the Eagles will punt it away.
So again, sometimes when the run game's not going, you need to use the pass to open up the run. But because the pass game's been insufficient too, nothing seems to be working.
Have to go the pass here, and they do. Brandon Cook slides down to make the catch. He had that big 50-yarder earlier. Cook, first down. Didn't need much. About a yard and a half, that'll move it.
It's his go-to guy.
That's Shakir. 3rd down. Allen looking for him. Throws it to him. Shakir first down. And fights forward. Good effort by Khalil Shakir as he pushed Adoree Jackson well.
Visuals that we have.
Under center here. He's going to just push him forward. That'll work. Allen is the in. Touchdown, Buffalo. He can run forward.
Version of the push. Gilliam coming in here, and then boom, ejects him into the end zone. That's a wall of red bodies right there in the end zone. I felt like
13th rushing touchdown of the year for Josh Allen, most of any quarterback. Now the extra point is blocked. It is blocked. Here is Hurts on 3rd and long, going deep. Devontae Smith incomplete. 3rd and 5 here. Allen throws one near side complete. It's a first down. Good throw that time, and it's Cooks. 4th and 10. Pressure. Allen gets rid of it. It is caught. A little flip for a first down. Oh, a beauty to Johnson. Oh, was that sweet. Shavers caught it, flipped it to Ty Johnson, and the Bills are alive.
Great seeing him come up with that type of play in this game.
Ray Davis in the backfield. 33 seconds ago. It's Allen looking. In trouble. Allen stays alive. Turns it upfield, and he's inside the 5. And the Bills, I'm sure, will call a timeout, and they do.
Oh, my God.
3rd and goal. Allen blitz, picked up, throws, caught, knocks, in, touchdown, Bills! Now let's see, was he in?
Yeah, right there on the catch to Knox. The traffic. Oh, he's short.
He's not.
Unbelievable.
Oh, my goodness. Obviously, every score is looked at, but Dean Blandino, it looks pretty obvious that he's short. Here it is. Allen is shoved over and in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Clearly in. The little push. Gilliam coming in from behind. Another rushing touchdown.
Allen looking to throw. Pressure, throws. Incomplete. Don't see a flag. Eagles going to hold on. High bounce. Right into the arms of Goddard. That'll do it. Eagles going to come to Buffalo and get a 13-12 impressive win. Take a knee, that'll do it. Bills won't win the AFC East. That'll go to the Patriots just with one, but they're in the playoffs. And the Eagles come away with a 13-12 win and a homecoming for Nick Sirianni.